It's a wet victory lane, but Kevin Harvick will take it. How important is this win for you, just your second points race for Stewart-Haas Racing?
Oh, man. You know, this just solidified so many things and so many decisions, and just got to thank all these guys at Stewart-Haas Racing. I got to thank Sprint, the fans, Jimmy John's, Budweiser, Outback, Chevrolet, Hunt Brothers, everybody, Mobile One, who makes this thing go around. It's been so much work. See the time and effort that these guys have put in, but what a race car.
You had a dominant car, but did those caution flags, did that make you a little bit nervous?
It did, because the 22 was able to time the restarts there, and I knew that what was going to happen was he was going to take a shot down low, so I tried to do the best I could, and just really happy. Got to thank everybody at the Hendrick Engine Shop, all these cars sharing information, and Dale Jr. racing there for second was a lot of fun. So, man, this is awesome.
Hey, enjoy your win.
Thank you.
Let's go to Matt Yoakum.
Okay, if I can have everyone's attention, we'll go ahead and get started with our post-race press conference today following the profit on CNBC 500 here at Phoenix International Raceway. We are joined by Brad Keselowski, driver of the number 2 Alliance Truck Parts Ford, who finished third in today's race. Currently second in points, only 6 behind Dale Earnhardt Jr. We've seen you a lot this weekend, Brad. Talk a little bit about your run out there today.
Yeah, I mean, it feels good to run up front and be competitive. But, you know, under this system, wins are the only thing that counts. So, you know, last year you just said seconds and thirds are great, but this year they're not. They're just, you know, so-so. So we were close, you know, I could see it the whole race. I think some of the long-run stuff we were just as good as anybody, and then the short-run stuff we were just kind of okay. So it was a good run either way, and something to be proud of and hang our head on, and we just know we got to be a little bit better and move from here.
Okay, we'll take questions for Brad. We'll start up front with Tom, then come back to Jeff.
Hi, Brad. Tom Jensen, FoxSports.com. The 4 was clearly the class of the field. Where was he beating everybody?
Well, you know, they beat everybody before they came to the track today. You know, it's a great combination, and they were prepared for the weekend. You know, that's a group that, you know, Rodney Childers to me is like a rubber stamp carbon copy of Paul Wolfe, and he's a great crew chief, and it was just a matter of time before he got the right combination that he excelled with. So. You know, they were really prepared. We saw it all the way through testing that they were dominant, and they showed it when we came to the actual racetrack to race. So, you know, I would look for big things out of that team. They look a lot like the 20 car did last year at this time, and they got all that, whatever you call it, honeymoon syndrome going on, and they're taking full effect of it.
Take our next question from Jeff, then go back to David.
Jeff Gluck from USA Today. Obviously, you knew going into the race he was going to be good, and he was good in the race. At what point, as a competitor trying to chase him down, does that get demoralizing at all during the race, or are you still, you know, even in the closing laps, thinking, okay, I can somehow pull this off?
Well, I never gave up thinking we had a shot at him. We just had to make a really strong adjustment. I thought in the midsection of the race we were just as good, if not a little bit better, when the rubber was down on the track, and then all them yells in a row picked up all the yellows in a row picked up all the rubber, and we really needed that on the track to excel. So we weren't, with the rubber off the track, we weren't very close to him. But you know, you always hope that it falls that way, and maybe next time it does.
Take a question in the back from David. Go ahead.
David Carvell, NASCAR.com. Was it as seamless working with Greg and Brian as it sounded over the radio?
Yeah, I mean, they did a great job. You know, we still had 2 more spots to go, but all things considered, I thought they did really well, and I was very proud of the effort. Yeah, I've texted him a few times, and he texted me when I got out of the car, so that was great, and I think he was pretty proud of the effort. I'm sure he did. I never heard it directly, but I'm sure he did.
Take a question up front from Stan.
Stan Creekmore with RPM tonight. This race seemed intense from your end almost every single lap, and especially those last couple of laps. Can you walk through those last couple of laps when it looked like you and Junior were running yourselves for the win?
Yeah, we did, didn't we? I thought we were going to wreck each other twice and didn't, so that was good, I guess. I had a lot of people mad at me if I'd have done that. I saw all the fans jumping on their feet when they thought he had a shot at winning. But that was pretty cool. But no, I mean, it's it's Cup racing. It's the best of the best, and you can't really afford to take a lap off with these cars because they're you just drive them so hard. The cars 2, maybe 3 years ago took a lot more finesse, which in some ways is good, some ways bad, because the finesse meant I thought they took a little more skill to drive. But then again, you also could take laps off, and the car would reward you for, being nice to it for a couple laps, like a dog or something. But the cars aren't that way now, and I think that makes the racing a little more intense, but then also subtracts away from some driver skill set, so it's kind of a trade-off.
Final questions for Brad. Okay, we'll take one final question. Go ahead.
Jerry Fraley, Dallas Morning News. Brad, now it's a small sample of 2 races, but as you said, winning is all that matters this year. Do you get any sense that winning is all that matters is affecting how the races have gone?
It is a small sample size. I would say probably a little. Yeah, I mean, it'd be unfair to say not at all. I think when I got out of the car, my teammate Joey Logano and I were talking about some moves that he tried to pull there on the restarts, and thought maybe he might not have or might have done something different under different scenarios. So I could say to that effect, he would say yes.
All right, we'll take a final question from Reed, and then we'll let you go, Brad.
Reed Spencer with NASCAR Wire Service. To that end, what did you think when you saw Joey duck to the inside on that last one?
I thought, get him, go. Maybe I can sneak by all you. I kind of was remembering Clint Boyer at Martinsville in that moment, and I was thinking about how everybody wrecked and where to be to get through the wreck and take the lead. That's really what was on my mind, and that didn't happen.
Brad, obviously you're disappointed, but a solid weekend here at Phoenix. Congratulations.
Appreciate it,
See you
guys.
next week at Vegas.